a great experience, and I took the opportunity to talk with one of my favorite people in the world, my mom's sister, my Aunt Georgine, who is an elementary school teacher, and told her I was going to be preaching about Metamorphosis, which is, as you may know, the book is called From Caterpillar to Butterfly, and that's the process of metamorphosis, and that's the story I'll be reading. And Georgine just loves Metamorphosis, and I asked, do you have any books about that? And she said, I think I have at least 10 about Metamorphosis. And so sometime after Christmas, she came over for lunch when I was in Washington State, which is where I was for the holidays with my family, and we read through many books about metamorphosis, and I chose this one, which is by Deborah Heiligman and illustrated by Barry Weissman. So let me sit down and join you guys. Has anyone heard of the story of metamorphosis or know that process? Okay, so this is not totally new. But the reason why I chose this story is because what I'm going to be talking about later is kind of inviting us all to think about ourselves as the egg that becomes the caterpillar, that becomes the butterfly. That all of us are in a process of development, growing into something beautiful. And so, let's learn from this process that happens in nature and see what it can teach us about ourselves as we continue to grow. So, here we go. Today, a caterpillar came to school in a jar. It is eating green leaves. It is climbing and wiggling. This tiny caterpillar is going to change. It will change into a beautiful butterfly. Caterpillars usually turn into butterflies outdoors. They live in gardens and meadows and yards, but we will watch our caterpillar change into a butterfly right there in our classroom. This process is called metamorphosis. Our caterpillar started out as a tiny egg. The mother butterfly laid the egg on a leaf. And they've got a picture here, and they said that the egg is the size of a pinhead, which is fairly small when you think about it. But remember that everything that's going to happen starts just within that small little pinhead. It's all contained right there. Yeah. So when the caterpillar hatched out of the egg, it was hungry. It ate its way out of its own eggshell, then it started to eat the green plants right away. A caterpillar's job is to eat and eat and eat, so it will grow and grow and grow. Each day when we come into school, we look at our caterpillar. Each day it is bigger. And the caterpillar eats and grows for about 12 to 14 days. Our skin grows with us, but a caterpillar's skin does not grow. When the caterpillar gets too big for its skin, the skin splits. And it kind of splits down the back, and the caterpillar crawls out of its own skin and has new skin underneath. So that's the process called molting, and that happens 4 or 5 times. So after many days, our caterpillar is finished growing. It is much bigger than when it first came to school. It's almost as big as a tiny finger. And now it starts to make a special house. First, out of a button of silk, it uses this button to hang upside down from a twig, and then it molts, kind of sheds its skin for the last time. And it goes into what becomes a hard shell. And this is called a chrysalis. So the caterpillar stays inside the chrysalis for a long time, which is about a week. So, yeah, really long time. And every day the chrysalis looks the same. We cannot see anything happening. But inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar is changing. But you have to wait for that change to happen. So then one day, somebody shouted over snack, "Look!" And we all rushed over to see. And then they saw this chrysalis cracking open, with a head and a body and then wings, and a caterpillar coming out, or a butterfly coming out. The caterpillar went in, and then a caterpillar came out. Same creature. Same creature. So this tiny caterpillar who came to school, turned into, in a jar, turned into this painted lady butterfly. We all saw it happen. The butterfly is damp and crumpled. It hangs onto the chrysalis while its wings flap, flap, flap. Blood pumps into its wings, and the wings straighten out to dry. And that takes about 2 hours. But then the caterpillar is ready to fly.
Yeah.
Yep. And it cannot stay in the jar, it cannot stay at school. It needs to go outside with the flowers and grass and trees and other butterflies. And so they released it. And they watched it land on a flower. And they know that just what will happen, that this caterpillar may very well lay an egg, and that same process will continue of an egg becoming a caterpillar, going into the chrysalis, and then transforming into a butterfly. Thank you guys so much. Any questions about the process? You got one?
I know one. A couple of years ago, I was learning about these in second grade.
In second grade? Yeah.
The monarch butterflies, when they hibernate, they go to Mexico.
They do go to Mexico.
The monarch.
They fill the trees.